through anti-Semitism training. Bronson Woodruff has more.
The mandatory anti-bias training came under scrutiny with claims that it discriminates against Palestinian and Arab students. Arguments further claim the training is politically biased and instills fear in students. Aaron Bandler is U.S. National Correspondent for the Jewish News Syndicate.
There were some students who didn't want to take part in the training, and the school said, well, if you're not going to take part, then you can't register for classes. And what was apparently offensive to these students was that there was a video as part of the training, a video that portrays Zionism accurately.
The lawsuit was originally filed by CARE, the Council on American Islamic Relations. They filed it on behalf of the group Graduate Workers for Palestine, according to the College Fix.
I mean, it seems like a common sense legal ruling, and I mean, I think this overall is a victory, in the battle against anti-Semitism, because these mandatory training programs are important, and it's definitely good to see that CARE's CARE's legal warfare here is not going to be successful.
I'm Bronson Woodruff.
And finally, the Federal Aviation Administration says only 776 of the nearly 20,000 air traffic controllers and technicians who had to work without pay during the shutdown will receive bonuses. Many controllers did not show up because they had to deal with the financial pressure of not getting a paycheck. For American Family News, I'm Rusty Pugh.
The radical left will stop at nothing to find a way to end life in the womb. They're now using the mail to ship abortion pills straight into homes across America, even in states where abortion is illegal. It's not health care, and it must be stopped. You can take action today. When you support AFA Action, you'll help us hold Big Pharma accountable and defend life. As our thanks, we'll send you the Christian Handbook for Civic Engagement. Visit afaaction.net to give your urgent gift today.
It's First Time Caller Day on Trivia Friday. The number to call with your question or your answer to a question is 888-589-8840.
It is first-time callers, so start lining up, folks.
I'm Tim Wildmon, and in studio with me is a lot of IQ people. 20-20-20 right there. We got 20-20-20 in this room.
Are you saying our IQ is 20?
I wondered if you meant vision.
If you didn't know you were insulted, then
your IQ is 20.
Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. Thanks for listening to AFR. Today is Friday, November 21st, the Friday before Thanksgiving Day. That's coming up next week, obviously. And we appreciate you listening to American Family Radio. Well, I'm Tim Wildman, and now joining me in studio is Tony Vitagliano. Good morning, brother Tony.
Good morning. Good morning.
Tony is you're gonna be here. You're gonna be hosting next week while I'm out, right?
That's right. Yeah.
And Tony's dad is Ed.
Yeah, we got
that's some relation there.
We've got the younger version of Ed Vitagliano. Ed Vitagliano 0.220.
Yeah, that's right. Without all the phobias and stuff. And 17 throat lozenges lined up over here in a certain formation before the show starts.
I don't have the cough drops. That pile of cough drops there. Yeah.
Hey, what's that all about anyway? Where did it come from? His childhood?
I'm
just teasing. Yeah. We all have our idiosyncrasies, don't we?
Yes, we do. I have some myself. That's right. That's right.
All right, JJ Jasper, proud of Owensboro, Kentucky. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. I already got a sneak preview. Hard to believe Thanksgiving is next week. Wednesday night, I was at First Baptist Church, Okolona, Okolona, Mississippi, and it was their annual harvest supper. I was invited to do the entertainment. My job was easy, stand-up comedy, did a little devotion. Dr. Randy, so many people. I wish I'd written some names down because we have some wonderful AFR listeners there. Turkey and dressing and ham and cranberry and green bean casserole, sweet potato casserole, all kinds of dessert.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I got
close
a little.
To lunchtime.
I've already had pre-Thanksgiving, so I know what all the fuss is going to be about next week with the food and fellowship and travel and football. But a little shout-out to some new friends, First Baptist Church in Okolona, Mississippi. Our listeners are the best.
Okay, it's first-time callers only, so if you've never been on the radio with us during trivia, today is your day. It's first-time callers only. Tony, what's that phone number people need to call?
Yes, sir. That phone number is 888-589-8840. Again, that's 888-589-8840.
What's the ground rules, JJ?
Ground rules, you have to wait, but that's kind of a different ground rule because this is first-time caller. So if you've called, it's okay if you've called before and you weren't able to get on, but we're looking for first-time
That's right.
people who've never been on Today's Issues, Trivia Friday. So we just want you to call that number.
You got to be 11 years old.
And 11 years old or
Yeah.
up. And then, of course, there's a mystery question.
Yes.
So we're going to each give 3 questions out of these original 9. If you happen to land on it, answer correctly, you'll hear this sound.
Yes, beloved cowbell.
Beloved
shall we?
cowbell.
Sound. Glorious sound.
That means you're going to win an AFR cap, a nice-looking cap. When we mention about the cap, if you don't win, you can go to the store. I can't believe that Christmas is right around the corner. Go to the store and check out the sweatshirts, caps, books, DVDs, little stocking stuffers.
We have some back massagers. No, they're new.
AFA
That was my
branded.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out the AFA store, and really always good products, good prices, sincerely, and it helps the ministry.
Absolutely. So you get the ball cap, AFR ball cap, if you answer the mystery question correctly, right? All right, go ahead, Tony. What do you got for us?
Yeah, so I've got 3 questions. First question is, true or false? Bananas are berries, but strawberries are not. Is that true or false?
It's almost like a riddle.
Yeah, that is the wording there is a little
bananas
confusing.
are fruits, but strawberries aren't? Is that what you're asking?
Well, no, bananas, true or
Okay.
false, bananas are berries,
Okay.
but strawberries are not. Is that
Okay.
true or
All right.
false?
All right.
All right, the next question is, which U.S. state was the first to officially recognize Christmas as a holiday? So I know we haven't even had Thanksgiving, but I'm not going to be on the show before Christmas.
Get it all out
So
there.
I'm going to go
Yes,
ahead and ask
sir.
the Christmas question.
Yes.
Yeah, so which U.S. state was the first to officially recognize Christmas as a holiday? And then my third question, in medieval times, what common spice was so valuable it was sometimes used as currency?
Wow, great questions. Here's what I've got. Start off with a Bible question. 2 men were flogged and put in prison while praying and singing at midnight. An earthquake shook the prison, opening all the doors and breaking the prisoners' chains. Name the 2 men. Name these 2 men in the Bible. Second question, which war was fought along the 38th parallel? Which war was fought along the 38th parallel? Third question, multiple choice. If you have doraphobia, what do you fear? Young Hispanic explorers, that's A.
Wow.
B, doors,
I think the Aztecs had that, didn't they?
or C.
I know.
Or C.
Duly noted, Tony.
Or C, fur. What do you fear? Do you fear young Hispanic explorers? A, doors, the fear of doors. B, or the fear of fur. C, doraphobia.
I've never known anybody to fear a rock band.
Now, look, yeah, that's good. Hey, and look, and how about the little one that I got that I wasted one? Really, you got 2 choices because I was having some fun. If you've got kids.
Jim Morrison had his problems, but he didn't ever strike me as scary or anything like that.
That's right.
But maybe so,
Yeah, and I got swiper, keep swiping in there. If you're see the subtle part of
Yeah,
all that.
I got you. I picked up on
Swiper's
that
going
one.
to swipe.
That's right. That's right.
That's just the way of the world right
That's
there.
in Proverbs.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, don't look that up in your Bible because you ain't going to find it.
Swipers are going to
The
swipe,
swipe-
and if you grab a
That's why
dog by
Walgreens
the
has to lock
ears,
everything up.
that's exactly right.
All right. Here are my 3 questions. Number 1, what is the best-selling cookbook of all time?
Of all time,
All time. I'm talking about the history of the world. What is the best-selling cookbook of all time? To give you a hint, it dominated the 20th century.
Okay.
Okay. All right, and was American. All right, number 2 question. So first question, what is the best-selling cookbook of all time? Number 2, what word refers to a large, elegant mansion built in the South from 1830 to 1860?
good question.
What word refers to a large, elegant mansion built in the South from 1830 to 1860? And number 3, which tree has beautiful white bark that peels naturally? Which tree has beautiful white bark that peels naturally.
Now, does it give off berries or things we think are berries, but they're not?
You know what?
I'm asking for a friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any berries
try to
on this
answer that.
tree. I think it's berryless.
All right.
You know? All right, we go to the phones. Who's going to do this?
You know what? I can, since Tony's not
He can read.
completely
Still,
used
I'm
to
still
it.
a greenhorn.
Yeah,
so,
and I'm not.
yeah.
No, and I don't ever
Show
do
him
it.
that's
so
done, JJ.
I'm going to try.
Watch this, Tony.
Let's go to Michelle, who is listening in Florida. Good morning, Michelle. Do I have to click something? All right, Michelle in Florida. Hi, Michelle. I might not be the right guy to do this. I've never done this. Okay, good.
You know what? Poor Michelle. She was lined up ready to go number one.
We could get
And
her
now
back.
JJ, you kicked her off.
I
so-
hit the eject button.
Yeah, you know what?
If Michelle will call back, we'll try to
she'll
get her
never
in the queue.
She'll never get through. Michelle, if you'll send us an email, we'll get you on next week, okay? Comments@afr.net.
Yeah,
Michelle,
I feel terrible about
well,
that.
you
I've
should.
I've
You
never
should.
worked this part of it.
Comments@afr.net, comments@afr.net. Michelle from Florida, if you'll let us know.
Yeah.
Email us, and we'll put you on next week.
And we are going to be on the Friday after
We are
Thanksgiving.
live.
Yeah.
So that's an honest mistake by Brother JJ right there.
All right, so do we go to Rick? And let's go to Rick in North Carolina. Rick, good morning.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen.
Hey, you made it. First-time caller. Thanks for calling AFR for Trivia Friday. You want to ask, answer, or do both?
I'll do both.
All right, which one you want to answer?
The question about in prison.
Yes, sir, the Bible question. Here's the question. 2 men were flogged and put in prison while praying and singing at midnight. An earthquake shook the prison, opening the doors and breaking the prisoners' chains. Name the 2 men.
I think it was it Peter and Paul?
No, but that's close.
And no, Mary wasn't even there, I don't think.
Peter, Paul, and I got 50-50, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Well, hey, what's your question for us, Rick?
I have a sports question. What player is the quarterback? What quarterback won the 1971 Heisman Trophy and has won 2 Super Bowls? And I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame. Can you name who that is?
Tim's going to know, and Tony may know.
I'm going to have to pass.
By the way, where are you listening, Rick, in North Carolina?
A home of the Brave, Fort Bragg.
Yes,
Fort
sir.
Bragg,
All right.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Okay, so your question, he won a Heisman in 71?
He won Heisman in 71. He's won 2 Super Bowls. And I don't think
Jim
I don't think he's
Plunkett.
ever
I
made
think
it.
it's Jim Plunkett.
Tim, I'm going to stop calling you.
Tim knows. He can tell you what color shoes he wore
Yeah, I
and
know.
what he had in his locker. Yeah,
I
Tim was the
wasn't-
man.
I wasn't sure if he. I know he hasn't. I thought he didn't make it, but I wasn't sure. But he hasn't made. That's unusual.
Wait, how do you get Heisman and then win 2 Super Bowls and you get shunned and passed over and not
You
put
mean
in
Hall
the-
of Fame?
Yeah, Hall of Fame.
Well, he's talking about the NFL Hall of Fame.
Right.
He was not an NFL Hall of Famer, in my opinion. You got to do more than just be on a Super Bowl winning team or teams.
Do you think?
It's partly
Do you think
subjective.
Eli Manning? Do you think Eli Manning is a Hall of Fame quarterback?
I would have to look at his whole resume, but did he win MVP a year or 2 or something like that?
No, Eli never won MVP. Now he might have won MVP in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's
He beat Tom Brady.
to
He
me.
beat Tom Brady twice.
Yeah, to me, Eli Manning is borderline Hall of Famer. I don't
Man,
know.
if he's borderline, then I don't have a chance.
Well, his brother is a Hall of Famer. Peyton Manning is. I'm talking about the NFL career, not
That's
college.
right.
Not
That's
college.
right.
Yeah.
NFL. As far as Jim Plunkett goes, he played at Stanford. He won the Heisman, and then he played in the pros. And I think he won his Super Bowl with the Raiders, maybe twice.
Oakland Raiders.
Yeah.
Hey,
Anyway,
Rick,
thank you.
just so a little backstory. Tim was a sports writer. That's what he wanted to do in his career, is to be a sports journalist, sports writer, and the Lord had other plans. So we're glad. But you're seeing how he's got a little bit of those, a little bit of that residual sports acumen hanging on to him.
Thank you, Brother Rick. You have a wonderful day, man.
One.
Happy Thanksgiving to you there. Hope you have a great week next week. Rick calling from North Carolina. You're listening to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. Tim, Tony, and JJ. Who's up next, JJ?
Let's go to Elowin. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, in Michigan. Did I pronounce that right, Elowin?
Yes.
Elowin, what part of Michigan?
Nuevo.
Okay.
Is that near Muskegon or Grand Rapids or where?
It's near Fremont.
Oh, Fremont. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Home of Gerber Foods.
Well, do you want to ask, answer, or do both?
Both.
Okay, which question you want to answer?
The one of the two people in the prison.
All right. These are two guys in the Bible, flogged, put in prison while praying and singing at midnight. Earthquake, the doors all open, their chains come off. Name the two men.
Paul and Silas.
Paul and Silas.
Paul and Silas.
That other fellow
Well
was
done.
close. He got half of. Yeah, that's Acts 16, verse 25 through 34. Amazing story. The other prisoners, they saw that testimony. Instead of complaining and having a pity party, they were singing and praising after being beat and then hanging on the wall there in stocks. And then they didn't run. The doors all open. They didn't run. And then the jailer pulled his sword to kill himself. They're like, wait, we're all here. And then he said, how can I get saved? The jailer and his entire family got saved, tended to their wounds, fed them, and then the jailer and his family were baptized. What a wonderful story there from Acts 16. Well, Elwin, thank you for knowing the word. What's your question for us?
How many time zones are there in Russia?
How many time zones are there in Russia? It's a big old place. I'm going to guess 3, guys, just because it's so.
Well, we have 4. No.
Yeah, we do.
We do. We have 4. Yeah, so I would say 5 or 6. I don't know. I would go, Russia
I'm
itself
changing
is
mine. I'm going to go with
large-
Tony. What do you think, Tim? It's so big.
I'm going to say 7.
All right, I'm going to go with 6.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to go with JJ. I'll say 6.
Well, don't do
I'm
another.
going with
don't
you,
Don't do
Tony.
another 6.
No,
That's
you
right.
got to stay 7.
Elwin,
actually, so.
what's the answer?
11.
11.
What? 11?
Wow.
Well, they've made up some extra time zones just to accommodate Russia.
Man,
You think they have daylight savings in
I was
in
wondering
Russia?
about that. They shouldn't have.
And that's why there's so many people in Siberia that complain. It's not the cold, because
all
it's
the
a dry.
time zone
It's not.
changes.
It's not
Yeah.
humidity. It's a dry cold, but it's the time changes. They
That's
don't know if
because they've got to
they're
get
coming or
up.
going.
They've got to get up at 4 a.m. to watch the football game. That's on at
They've
6.
got to
so.
get up the day before just to make it to work on time the day.
Elwin,
for yesterday.
that's a beautiful name. How do you spell it?
Elowen.
Is that a family name?
No, my mom and dad just picked it.
Okay. My grandmother was named, one of my 2 grandmothers obviously was named Eloise. And so similar to Elowin.
Yeah,
But
that's
you don't
unique.
You don't hear that name anymore.
That's beautiful.
You know, Eloise, Elowin. All right, thank you, Elwin.
Elwin, what's your question?
Yeah.
Well, you already asked us about the time zone. Hey, we hope you have
Yeah.
a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you for listening to AFR. 11 time zones.
in Russia. Wow. Yeah, Russia stretches from Japan, Korea area, all the way over to Europe. I mean, you're talking about probably the largest country in the world, I would guess.
It is.
It is?
By
Or Canada.
land
Canada
mass.
was also massive in terms of land mass. All right, you're listening to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. I'm Tim with Tony and JJ, and we thank you for listening. And we go to our next caller. Who's up next, JJ?
We've got Carol in Mississippi. Carol, you made it. First-time caller. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What part of Mississippi?
Summerall, Mississippi.
Summerall. Hey, and you might want to turn your radio down a little bit. We can hear some feedback, and that will be confusing to you and to us. But Summerall, Mississippi, and
that's South Central, isn't it? Aren't you? Where are you, Carol?
I'm right here.
No, I mean, where is Summerall?
Can you hear me?
Isn't Summerall in the south part of the?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Yes, South Mississippi.
South,
About an hour and a half from the coast.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
Do you want to ask, answer, or do both?
Answer.
Which one you want to answer?
The question about the bananas and strawberries, it's true that bananas are considered berries.
Well, let's let Tony re-ask the question.
Okay, so bananas, true or false, bananas are berries, but strawberries are not. So you did say that bananas are berries. That was stated, but are strawberries berries, Carol?
No.
No, they are not. That's correct. I'm sorry. It's
Okay.
Second time
There
doing
you
this.
go, Carol.
You got it right,
doing
Carol.
Good. Look,
that is true.
No, I have this happen when they put the ballot and they say, do you vote to say yes to not do the initiative that we agreed on to go forward
Look,
with?
I confused myself.
How did you know that? How did you know that, Carol?
I actually had heard that trivia question before and looked it up because I thought surely that bananas were not considered berries, but they are because of how they grow.
That's right.
Okay.
And strawberries are actually part of the rose family. I did not know that. So
really, that's an odd reunion.
Yeah, that's
look to that point. Wisdom and knowledge, two different things. Knowledge is knowing the right information. Wisdom is to know how to apply it. And if you want a working definition, tomato, here's the knowledge. Tomato is not a vegetable. It's a fruit. Technically, just kind of like in this same conversation we're having, tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to use it in a fruit salad. Okay. So if you're looking for a good working definition, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, Carol, way to go. Strawberry is not a berry.
And banana is a
banana is a berry.
Wow.
That's so disappointing, but
it's a crazy world. 2025 is just
that's right.
Be whatever you want to
the way it
be.
is.
That's why Zoran Mamdani got elected
you
right
got
there.
that right,
if you
brother.
wonder,
Go.
Yeah.
Carol, do you have a question for us?
I do not.
Okay.
All right, Carol. Well, it's from Summerall, Mississippi. That you did great and made the family proud there.
Yeah. Have a
Appreciate you
wonderful
coming.
weekend. Have a great Thanksgiving next week.
Yep.
You're listening to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. Tim, Tony, and JJ. And if you want to watch us on that there internet, as Ed calls it, go to, we got 3 different ways. We're on Facebook and YouTube with Today's Issues. I think that's what way it would be identified, Today's Issues, AFR. And then we have our own streaming service, stream.afa.net.
Streaming.afa.net.
Excuse me, streaming.
Well, actually, stream. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Which is it, Tony?
It's a berry or a fruit.
I confused myself.
You jumped in there to correct me.
It is stream. You were right.
I want to hear you say it again.
Yeah, you were right.
Say it for his wife.
It's not, especially my wife hears it all the time.
Right.
So don't.
Yeah. Don't put it on.
Don't let it go to your head, man. Yeah. Don't let it go to your head.
Okay.
Stream.afa.net.
That's what I was going to say. But, I'll go ahead and say it. Stream.afa.net. Stream.afa.net. Tim, Tony, and JJ here on American Family Radio. I tell you what, let's go ahead and take our break just a little early because no need getting into another call when we'll have to take a time out. So when we get back, is Stacy up next?
We've got Stacy. We're staying in Mississippi. Then we've got Sue from Texas, Randall from Arkansas, Tammy from Alabama. That's a great lineup.
And Jason from West Virginia.
Yeah.
Ron from Oklahoma, Cindy from Arkansas. Yeah, got a bunch of folks lined up.
First time callers.
First time callers today. We'll be back momentarily. Stay with us.
It's my turn.
Here is your host for My Turn, Don Wildmon.
Proverbs 16:20. He who gives heed to the word will prosper, and happy is he who trusts in the Lord. Interesting verse of scripture, isn't it? Some time ago, I read in the papers an account of a man in Phoenix, Arizona, who had rented an apartment but couldn't move into it because he'd lost it. Actually, he couldn't find it. It seems that Charles Rowland had sold his photo finishing business in Appleton, Wisconsin, and moved to Phoenix. Upon his arrival in Phoenix, Rowland checked into a hotel, and that same day he found an apartment and paid 1 month's rent in advance. However, he drove away without noting the address. Well, after 14 hours of driving around the city to locate the apartment, he notified a local paper of his plight. The fellow who had rented the apartment to Rowland read the article and called him at the hotel. It seems that the apartment was just 2 blocks, a couple of minutes, away from the hotel. Then there's the case of Dr. Ellis Schenken of Toronto. Dr. Schenken was punched in the eye, and as a result, he lost one of his contact lenses. Dr. Schenken, unable to find the lens, got fitted for another soon thereafter, but the eye in which Dr. Schenken got punched kept discharging, and his new lens kept popping out. Well, it should have. You see, the lens which Dr. Schenken searched for but couldn't find had been pushed into his eyelid, where it remained unnoticed. While a student in school, I worked in a grocery store to help defray my expenses. As I was stocking the shelf one day, a gentleman kept walking up and down the aisle looking for some product. Finally, he stopped in the section where the product should be. And after looking for quite a while for the product, he asked me if I knew where the product could be found. Reaching to the spot where he'd been looking for several minutes, I picked up the product and gave it to him. His comment? If it had been a snake, it would have bitten me. It wasn't long after that till I began a search early one morning for my glasses. After searching for several minutes about the house and failing to find them, I began to accuse one of the children or my wife of misplacing them. Seeing I was about to lose what little temper I had, Linda started searching with me. She came into the room where I was searching and started to speak, only to have a wide grin come across her face. "Go look in a mirror," she said. I took the hint and suddenly realized that I was wearing the glasses I had so desperately been hunting. You know, isn't it rather funny sometimes how we can search high and low for something and then end up finding it in a place where it should have been so simple to find? These 4 stories could be multiplied by countless individuals who have searched for something only to find it in a place so close by. Now, there's a truth here that could be applied to countless realms. But for the sake of simplicity, let's try just one. Happiness. It's right where you are, if you can find it.
This has been My Turn with Don Wildmon, a production of the American Family Association.
Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these." Matthew 19:14.
American Family Radio.
Here we come, walking down the street. We get the funniest looks from everyone we meet. Hey, hey, we're the Monkees, and people say we monkey around, but we're too busy singing.
All right. Monkees from the late 60s, early 70s, wasn't it, JJ?
I think you're right. Yeah.
If that song doesn't make you feel good, I don't know what does.
That's like a Beach Boys or the Archies. I don't think the Archies were a real group. I think they were just for the comic books, but then because on the cartoon they were singing in a band, so they threw some studio musicians together, and they actually had a hit song.
The Archies did?
The Archies did.
Yeah.
I'm wasting a trivia question
a one-hit
here.
wonder.
Yeah, I think you're right.
A little redundant. They were like, hey, we're the Archies.
People say we Eli around. We're just trying to be Peyton.
Trying to be a football dynasty around town.
Hey, it was good, JJ.
That's
Got a good rap. We got something going on there.
We're on to something.
Probably have to pay the Mannings some kind of royalties there, but anyway.
Yeah, because they need the money.
No,
here's what we got. Let's go back to the phone.
Wait, let's repeat our questions.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Let's reset our questions. We hadn't done that in a while. So we're resetting our questions that have
heretofore
gone unanswered. and we're going to get back to the phone. So go ahead, Tony.
Yeah.
What questions you got?
So, which U.S. state was the first to officially recognize Christmas as a holiday? In medieval times, what common spice was so valuable it was sometimes used as currency?
Wow.
And my new question, since one of mine was answered by Carol, what animal can hold its breath longer than a dolphin? Up to 40 minutes.
Wow. That's a lot of holding your breath right there.
I saw that on Fear Factor one time. And poor fella, he didn't make it, They did resuscitate him, but he didn't make the 40 minutes.
Yeah, he didn't get the money either.
It was 17 minutes, I think, something like that. He was turning blue.
Yeah, yes, he was.
I remember that.
Here's what I've got. First question, which war was fought along the 38th parallel? Which war was fought along the 38th parallel?
It's not the Spanish-American War, right?
No, not Spanish-American. Okay. Second question, and this is multiple choice. If you have doraphobia, what do you fear?
Travel.
A young Hispanic explorer.
Oh.
B,
never mind.
Doors. Do you have a fear of doors? Or C, fur. Do you have a fear of fur? If you have doraphobia, are you scared of Dora the Explorer?
There's help for
doors that. or fur. Yeah, if you get up to about 7 or 8 on that 12-step program, stay with it.
Stay with it. You're almost there.
Yeah, it's important to just keep drinking the coffee,
there are Dora
meeting with the
groups everywhere,
and just saying, hi, my name is Tim. I have doraphobia. They'll go, hi, Tim. You come to the right place. This is a safe space. Hey, third question. Hey, look, I feel like I need to throw this in. Anybody that's gone to any kind of self-help or 12-step program, boy, we don't make fun of that. That's great. Right. People can get help for whatever is going on. Yeah. All right, third question. Up to the year 2018, because this is where my data stopped here. So up to the year 2018, what NFL quarterback threw the most interceptions? And this is multiple choice. Was it Terry Bradshaw, B, Dan Marino, or C, Brett Favre? What NFL quarterback threw the most interceptions? And that's up through 2018.
All those guys played, prior to.
Terry Bradshaw, Dan Marino, or Brett Favre. Who is the winner? Is not the word you want to really use, but the winner of the most, throwing the most interceptions.
All right, here are my 3 questions. What is the best-selling cookbook of all time? This is very well known and goes back to the a long time ago.
Well, you got the Farmer's Almanac and that cookbook right there on the same shelf.
Yeah, you do. All right,
Ben Franklin's people.
Number 2. What now?
Ben Franklin. Some of his neighbors helped write that cookbook.
Wow. Okay, I'd like to see those recipes. Like from the 1700s, huh?
There's a lot of ways you can cook pasta.
Ones that don't give you dysentery.
That's right.
That's back when they thought strawberries were berries.
That's right. Exactly. That was well
back in that era. What do they know? All right, number 2. What word refers to a large, elegant mansion built in the South from the 1830s to the 1860s? Everybody got that one?
I got it.
Yeah, but I'm not real patient. So when you got to a large, elegant, I just heard man. And I thought, wow, that's got to be an interesting
Did I say
answer.
man?
No. When you got to man, my brain stopped working, and it auto-corrected. But then you said man-shun.
Man-shun. All right, my final question. Which tree has beautiful white bark that peels naturally? Which tree has beautiful white bark that peels naturally?
Good question.
Sounds like the tree equivalent of me. I'm very, very conflicted. Put me in the sun.
You are white.
Put me in the sun. I'm in trouble.
And you peel naturally. That was clever right
there. That was
there.
good. Yeah.
Who's up next?
Let's
JJ?
go to Stacy. Stacy, good morning.
Good morning.
What part of Mississippi? Clinton, yeah. MC College there, just right outside of Jackson. Great area.
It is a great area.
Yeah.
Do you want to ask, answer, or do both?
We want to do both.
Oh, you got a lifeline with you. Who's helping you?
My son, Eric.
All right. Eric
He's the brains, I'm the mouth.
That's what they say about me
combo.
on this show. These guys are the brains, and I'm the beauty, Stacy. So I know exactly where you are on that. All right, you and Eric, you want to ask, answer, or do both?
Both.
Which one you want to answer?
The one about the medieval currency.
Yes. So in medieval times, what common spice was so valuable it was sometimes used as currency?
Cinnamon.
No,
No,
that's
not
not correct.
cinnamon. That's what I
Not
would've
cinnamon.
used.
That's a good guess,
Missed
though.
it.
That's a good
Cinnamon
guess.
is a good guess.
That is a very
Cinnamon
good
just
guess.
makes the world better.
It
Don't
does,
you think
yeah,
so?
mixed in with things.
The other
Yeah,
was
you
currency, and they just used cinnamon when they left a tip. So that was just a tip. That's why it's easily
Yes.
confused. Hey, good try,
Good try.
Stacy.
Yeah.
What's your question for us?
Okay, so the question is, the smallest town in America that has only one population of one. What is the smallest town in America that has a population of one?
Okay,
I've heard of that.
Okay, now we're talking about it would have to be incorporated to be a town. Is it a real town? Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you talking about the busy fellow that lives there being the
Mayor?
mayor and the fire chief and the policeman.
Yeah, pick
He
up
sets his own tax rate, though. So
Yeah,
that's
he
really-
had to
that's
go
what
get
he
his
wants to pay.
garbage. You know, he had to go down and get the garbage truck. Go down to the get sanitation department. Drive the garbage truck. You see how this works?
Calls himself to complain.
Back
Yeah,
to his
just
house. First, he had to take his toter out to the road and drop that off before he headed down to the, sanitation maintenance building.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
something.
you know what? Is this? I don't know.
I think it's in Nebraska, but I don't remember
do
the
you?
town. I've heard of that, bizarre little bit trivia.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna go somewhere in Nebraska.
Stacy, JJ says Nebraska is where the state is. What state is
That is the state. It is the state.
JJ.
And it's
I
called
know stuff, boys. All right, where's the city?
Yeah.
We're stumped.
Monowi. Monowi.
That's where I want to go for vacation because I know who's going to be there at the desk checking us into the hotel.
Yeah.
How do you say?
I just want to watch her work or him.
I know.
Yeah, that's it.
How do you spell this place?
Monowi.
Okay.
Does somebody have mono there? Is that how
I
they
was
got their
getting-
name?
Mono, I think, is kind of one because it's just
Oh,
one
I
guy.
got you.
Okay.
So they have a lot of
I
restrictions.
mean, election season has got to be.
Oh yeah,
It's got to be brutal.
All those yard
the mayoral
signs.
race, yeah.
Well, the
It's
Christmas
gotta keep-
parade,
probably
you wake
gets
up and
nasty.
say, do I really want to go to the Christmas
All
parade?
right. How did you know that, Stacy? Where did this question come from?
My son Eric
Yeah.
loves trivia.
I got
It's
you.
Okay.
one of our most favorite things Friday mornings to get in the car and ride somewhere and listen to trivia.
Well, bless your
Yeah.
Monowee.
Stacy,
That's awesome.
I got a question for you
Hey,
because
send her a hat.
yeah, go ahead and take care of
I'm going to
that.
send you 2 ball caps.
Wow, how
Just
nice!
to make up for the gas you're using. All right. So we got to send. We have
Thank
to.
you.
Stacy and Eric,
And then we're going to send one to Monowi.
mother and
To-
daughter,
to
Monowee,
to
that's
the
right.
The whole
mayor,
population wearing it.
postmaster, fire chief.
We got dual ball caps coming your way there.
So, Stacy, here was
Awesome.
my question
Gotta
because
go.
you're a regular listener of Trivia Friday. How many questions do you generally know? Do you know about half the questions? Because we try to just shoot for not too hard and not too easy.
We know Eric and I both love Bible.
Trivia.
We both love to study the Bible, so we usually know all the Bible stuff.
Good.
Amen.
Thanks for being in the Word. What about the other questions? Do you know like half of them or a fourth of them?
Probably a third of them.
Good.
But it always triggers us, and we go and look that up, and then we find other things. And we actually came across this question that we asked from another question y'all had one time.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Well, hey, I'm going to look up that Nebraska thing.
I bet you got
I'd
that.
heard it
I bet you remember that from Hee Haw.
standing up in the cornfield,
Salute.
say salute.
Yeah. Remember how they saluted some town?
Gloom and despair.
Yes.
Yes.
It was agony on me.
Well, Stacy, have a great Thanksgiving, you and your family. And thanks for the wonderful plug about how much you enjoy Learning University. That's why we have this show.
That's right.
Hey, our phone number here is BR549. That's our phone number here for Trivia Friday.
And next week, when you're not going to be here, Junior Samples is going to fill in. He'll recognize him. He doesn't wear a shirt under his overalls.
Yeah, he'll eat all our popcorn.
I do.
Right.
It's Green Acres. My middle son, their program they did at their school was actually based on Green Acres.
Oh, so Green Acres. But it's different from Hee Haw now. You know
is that different
right?
from Did you say Hee Haw?
Yeah, but it's it's
same genre.
Same genre.
That's right.
All right, I'm a picking and JJ
grinning.
JJ's grinning. All right, you're listening to Trivia Friday. You have any idea what we're talking about?
I know.
You're looking at me funny.
Huh? I know. No, I know. I know of Hee Haw. My bad.
Okay.
I know of Hee Haw and I know of Green Acres. And the spinoff, what was it, Tim?
Of what?
Of Green Acres.
Petticoat Junction. Petticoat Junction. All right, so Trivia Friday. Let's we're going to repeat our questions quickly for the last time this half hour. Go, Tony.
All right. First question. Which U.S. state was the first to officially recognize Christmas as a holiday? In medieval times, what common spice was so valuable it was sometimes used as currency?
It's not cinnamon.
Not cinnamon. And what animal can hold its breath longer than a dolphin? Up to 40 minutes.
Wow. Which war was fought along the 38th parallel?
Yeah.
Which war was fought along the 38th parallel? If your dad was here, he'd absolutely know that. Boy, he is a history buff and military. Second question, if you have doraphobia, what do you fear? It's multiple choice. Do you fear young Hispanic explorers? Do you fear doors, B, or C, fur? And then my third question, sports question, is multiple choice. What NFL quarterback threw the most interceptions? Terry Bradshaw, Dan Marino, or Brett Favre?
My three questions are: what is the best-selling cookbook of all time? This was in everybody's kitchen all through the 20th century. So this is well-known. This isn't obscure. Number two, what word refers to a large, elegant mansion built in the American South from 1830 to 1860? And number three, which tree has a beautiful white bark that peels naturally? And this is, again, very common, not anything you don't know. All right, back to the phones, JJ.
Here's what we got. Let's go to Arkansas, where Randall is patiently waiting. Hi, Randall.
Hey, go Hogs.
There you go.
Keep the faith, Randall.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. It's going to happen.
You got to have faith when you're a Hog, sir.
Yeah, I know.
Soo-wee.
Hey, listen, we Mississippi State fans.
Yeah, we're
right
kindred
there,
spirit.
We're right there
we
with
know
you.
That. Hey, Randall, what part of Arkansas?
I've been down there to your stadium.
Yeah.
What part of Arkansas?
Fayetteville, my friend. God's country.
Yeah.
Where is that?
Fayetteville.
Oh, I thought he said, yeah.
It's in Arkansas.
Oh, yeah, that's
Arkansas.
Walmart country.
Yeah. And Tyson's
Yes,
Foods and all kinds of
JB Hunt.
Ask, answer, or do both, my friend.
Let me answer today.
Which one you feel confident about?
Oh, I'm so confident in this one. The war that was fought on the 38th parallel.
Yes, sir. Which war was fought along the 38th parallel?
As a Taekwondo instructor of 38 years, it's the Korean War.
Nicely
way
done.
to go. Way to go. You got it, Randall.
You know, I'm just going out on a limb here because I was not in the military, and we only had one member of our extended family that was. I think the Korean War folks and the Vietnam War, I don't think they got the credit that they were due. It seemed like they got snubbed a little bit. Am I right on that?
Oh, my goodness. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
They were. We lost a lot of people there, and it's too bad.
Yeah, you just don't hear people. Wow,
Well,
you were World War One, you were
right.
World War Two. You were just in that Vietnam mess. You were in that Korean War. What is that? Never heard of it. And then just move on to the next chapter.
Yeah,
That Korean War was well, all wars are hell. I'm not using an ugly word there. I mean that it's but that Korean War. If you read about the conditions that those American soldiers had to deal with, and you hear the stories, I'm talking about the brutality of the winter.
Yes.
And everything.
Yeah.
But now we do have a memorial. When we go on our tours, we go to the Vietnam and the Korean memorials in Washington,
They're
D.C.
getting their due now, getting that recognition of their sacrifice and service. Right?
You're talking about I think part of that was the World War II veterans were still alive, and that was such a
the greatest generation.
And it was it was a world war. I mean, and it was so I think a lot of the attention went there. And then
overshadowed.
Korea was called a conflict.
Right.
Vietnam was really controversial in terms of whether Americans should even be over in South Asia and so forth.
Yeah.
So I think there was some differences there.
We grew up on Ridgewood Street, 21 boys on a short dead-end street. And Clifton Roberts, that lived directly across the street, he was in the Korean War. And I remember seeing those pictures that he had in his uniform and beside a tank, and another picture there in their living room. And I just, hey, look, you got that, Randall, and glad to see that you're staying active there with Taekwondo. Did you say Taekwondo?
Yes, sir.
Black belt,
double
black belt.
If you see him,
where are you?
If you see him, he still owes me $5.
8th degree.
Which 8th degree black belt. So I think it suffices to say, if you're ever around Randall, don't make any sudden moves.
That's right.
Hey, Randall, what's your
the last guy that's going to fight?
Yeah.
What's your question for us?
I don't have a question for you guys.
Okay. Well, hey, thank you for listening to AFR. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
What is we should have asked. Is Randall gone?
Yes.
I mean,
Randall. Randall, what's
there.
the difference between Taekwondo and karate?
Karate comes from Japan. Taekwondo comes from Korea.
That's a good explanation.
But it's similar, right?
It's very similar. Taekwondo is known more of a kicking art. Karate more of a hand technique art. But it's it's dependent on the instructor. Some instructors are great kickers, some aren't, and it's very independent.
Yeah.
Now, which country
gives us skills, and we just try to impart our skills and make the world a better place through that.
Yeah. What country does the Pilates come from? Isn't that over there somewhere, like Thailand or something?
Down there around Pilatesville.
Well, that makes sense. Pilatesville, Nebraska.
That's right.
Thank you, Randall. Appreciate it.
Oh, Tim.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I should get hazard pay for being on this show the way my jaws hurt. Some of your crazy stuff you say. All right, let's go to Tammy in Alabama. Tammy, thank you for holding. What part of Alabama?
I'm from Hackleburg, Alabama.
Yeah, Hackleburg.
That's like where that tornado.
That's right, over from Smithville, kind of.
Isn't that where the tornado ripped through about 5 years ago or so, Tammy?
Yes, in 2011.
Yeah, you don't forget that.
Yeah, we are like an hour away from Florence, Alabama, north of us, and Birmingham is like 2 hours south, I guess, of us.
Yes.
Right.
What wasn't that the day that that storm hit Tuscaloosa and Smithville, Mississippi, and Hackleburg, Alabama? Wasn't that the same day? Am I thinking?
Like it went a couple hundred miles long or something.
Oh man,
crazy.
That tornado! They had video of that tornado came into Tuscaloosa. Yeah, that was, and they may have been the same one that hit Hackleburg. I don't know, but that was. You talking about scary?
Right.
Looking. Anyway, Tammy, do you want to ask, answer, or both?
Both, please.
Which one you want to answer?
Well, actually, I was going to answer the one about the 2 men in prison, but I think I'll guess at the cookbook.
Okay. Do you know Regina here at our office? Tammy, does that ring a bell?
I don't know.
You talk just like her.
I know her, Regina.
Y'all probably related somewhere or another. You talk just like her. Anyway, and that's a compliment, okay? Yeah, no, that's a compliment. You talk slow and methodical, so everybody can understand you. All right, here's the question, Tammy. You're going to answer. What is the best-selling cookbook of all time?
Is it Betty Crocker?
Betty
Crocker.
Hey,
there's that cowbell.
There we go.
The mystery question.
Mama, you tie your cow.
See what I'm talking? See, I love that enthusiasm right there.
That's right. That's
Tammy's
that's what we want.
exhibiting.
Now,
Tammy,
did you just yell out, "Mama, you got your cap"?
Did. Yeah. Yes, she did.
She did. Let me tell you this story.
Okay.
Now you got to get this.
All right.
My mama is 89 years old. She mows And this summer, well, it was spring, she said one day, the Friday trivia came on, and she says, when we were sitting there eating breakfast, she says, okay, give me that cap and I'll mow in it. I thought, well, okay. So I kind of passed by. One day I knew the one about Moses, and would you realize, unintelligent me forgot the phone number. Moses is Mama's name on Mother's Day. She didn't get it. Someone else did. Then one day when y'all had Teddy Roosevelt, Eleanor Roosevelt on, I thought, oh, that wouldn't be the answer, so I didn't even call, and somebody else got it. And today, I just called and got through.
I would just
got
say,
it. And was going to answer a couple of others, and that one I was just led to answer that one, and she got a cow.
To quote Jim Neighbors, the only word I got for that, Tammy, is Shazam. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Just Shazam. Hey, you won a ball cap, AFR ball cap. Did you say we're going to send? You already have one?
I think we need to send one to Tammy and her mama, because her mama's wanting one, but Tammy's one doing the work.
Well, yeah, thank you.
Tammy, would you be okay if we?
And still mowing the yard, I would have been asking for the shirt, the Culture Warrior DVD, the travel mug, and the cap. She only asked for the cap, so I was happy to oblige her with the cap.
Yeah, listen, if you don't mind, if that'd be a blessing for y'all, we want to send you and your mama an AFR cap. How's that sound?
Sounds great to me.
All right, you stay on the line. Stay on the line after we're through so they can get your address, and tell your mom thank you for listening to AFR. Hey,
thank you, Tammy.
What is your question for us?
Well, in the alphabet, as you say it, either A through Z or Z back to A, there is two letters that make a word either way. What are those two letters?
Now, A to Z, that's like Arizona, right?
Well, if you're saying the alphabet like A, B, C and going forward, or if you're saying the alphabet Z, Y, X and going backwards.
This sounds like a
either
list.
Way
This sounds like a list my wife gives me to go do, and you're listening and listening and listening, and boom, you can't put it. There's no more. You know what I'm saying?
No more.
And
space.
you say it makes.
You lose your way on the trail. Is the way I look at it.
It makes a word either way.
It makes a word going forward or backwards if you're saying the alphabet.
What is it, JJ?
Either way.
Well, back in the 80s, they used to play the alphabet backwards, and you could hear some pretty bad things on there.
I think we're
stumped.
That? I think we're stumped. Yeah. You better just go ahead and tell us, Tammy.
Oh, you guys, this is Learning University.
I know. Well,
I'm here to learn.
You're going to teach us.
We're trying to make you look good.
What's the answer?
Yeah. Y'all know on it today. No.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
If you go, that's okay. Hey, I had to learn it a long time ago, I guess, or I figured it out a long time ago.
What's the answer?
Yeah.
If you go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, then there's N and O. It spells no if you're going forward. If you're going backwards, it's O and N.
Okay.
It spells
no and on. That's good.
Yes.
Hey, we'll remember that.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Tammy. Happy Thanksgiving. Stay on the line. You got two caps on the way.
I'm going to have to go back and rewatch some of the old Sesame Street. It's just apparent to me that I'm behind the curve.
You're behind the curve.
You know something I learned years ago?
What did you learn?
We have more in common than what people realize. For instance, no woman has ever put on mascara with her mouth closed. She always has her mouth open, putting on mascara. No man has ever secured a load. The very last thing he does when he makes the last little tie, he says, there, that's not going anywhere. Every man does that. And here's the other one. I was getting somewhere.
Yeah.
You can't say LMNOP one letter at a time. You always group those together.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
You can't do?
You're saying A, B, C, but then you say LMNOP. You do that in a cluster.
After you do that, try sneezing and keeping your eyes open. See what happens to you right there.
You
talk
won't live
about
to tell
O-N
about
and
it.
N-O. He'll be, oh, no.
You
anyway.
saying it's impossible, or it'll land you up in the hospital?
I'm talking about some blood vessels.
It's going to be bad. Yeah.
What happened to you? What are you here for, Mr. Wildmon? Well, I had some blood vessels.
Somebody said
flying.
sneeze and keep your eyes open, and I tried it.
Took that TikTok challenge.
A TikTok challenge.
Yeah, cinnamon went everywhere.
That's a one and done. That's
Cinnamon
a one and
went
done.
everywhere.
Cinnamon went everywhere, just like what they used to pay for currency. Oh, no, wait. It was something like cinnamon.
All right. So when old people say enjoy them while they're young, you know what they're talking about?
I can think of about 4 things.
Knees and hips.
Oh.
Yeah. We'll be back in a minute. Stay with us.
The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast may not necessarily reflect those of the American Family Association or American Family Radio.
Faith, family, freedom. American Family Radio.
Getting married, starting a family, their eternal values and ideals. These are core values that shaped this country for so long. These are values and ideals that are rooted in Scripture. They're eternal values and ideals.
At the Core with Walker Wildman and Rick Green, where culture meets biblical truth. Weekdays at 1 Central on AFR. This is American Family Radio, a listener-supported ministry of the American Family Association.
American Family News, I'm Rusty Pugh. The House of Representatives considering a vote on a resolution that would condemn socialism in all its forms and oppose the implementation of socialist policies in the U.S. Republican Congressman French Hill of Arkansas calling the resolution something all elected leaders should support due to the potential impact socialism would have on our country.
Socialism ignores the side of man and woman that is the spirit. It dulls the human capacity for self-initiative, entrepreneurship, risk-taking.
It was a week of censures in the House of Representatives.
About 30 people have been censured in the history of Congress. In just 1 week, the House of Representatives saw 4 censures proposed, which is the process of publicly disapproving of the actions of a member of Congress. Virginia Democrat Don Beyer and Nebraska Republican Don Bacon have introduced legislation that would require 60% of the House approve a censure or remove someone from their committee assignments, as opposed to a simple majority. An idea House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries says should be considered.
That process needs to be brought under control.
None of the censures voted on this week were successful. On Capitol Hill, Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
The Trump administration announced earlier this week that it was stripping power away from the Department of Education, the latest move to dismantle the federal department for good. The DOE signed a series of interagency agreements with the Departments of Labor, Interior, Health and Human Services, and State. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says this is all part of President Trump delivering on one of his core campaign promises.
This common sense action brings the Trump administration much closer to finally returning education where it belongs, at the state and local level, not in Washington, D.C.
The NTSB releases shocking new video that shows what could have caused the deadly crash of a UPS cargo plane in Louisville earlier this month. Steve Harrigan has more on the NTSB's report on the crash and the video.
That preliminary report shows that there was structural damage, especially in the area where one of the engines was attached to the wing. There was some stress fractures and cracks. In dramatic video released by the NTSB, you can actually see the moment when this UPS cargo plane basically turned into a fireball. The left engine, one of 3, separate from that wing. It falls up and then into the fuselage, basically turning this cargo plane into a fireball, killing 14 people, all 3 experienced pilots on board, 11 more people on the ground. Now, this was an MD-11 plane that had regular inspections, but some analysts say those inspections were clearly not rigorous enough.
And a Texas A&M student claims the school's student newspaper has a left-wing bias in its opinion section.
Texas Scorecard reports student Justino Russell did research on articles in the student paper, The Battalion, after it rejected an opinion piece of his that was a response to an anonymous professor's open letter to the student body. Russell claimed there was an almost 17-to-1 liberal to conservative article ratio in an open letter to the editor. He analyzed the paper's opinion section and read 196 opinion, review, satire, and criticism pieces published since last year's federal election. He said 60 were of a political nature, with 50 of those being left-leaning and only 3 that were conservative. Sherry Sylvester is a senior fellow at the Texas Public Policy Foundation.
School newspapers are put out by journalism students who apparently don't know anything about journalism. If you're looking at opinion, you've got to look at balance, and they may not even understand what balance is. As we see every day in reading the news. If you look at the New York Times, there's always one conservative columnist. You know, Scott Jennings is on CNN. There's one conservative guy.
She also added that it's not surprising that a faculty member wanted to be anonymous in an open letter.
The Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression, which is not a conservative group, one of the things that they report among faculty is over half of faculty members are afraid to speak out for fear of retaliation.
I'm Robert Thornton.
There's more news available online at afn.net. And download the AFN mobile app for your Apple or Android device. I'm Rusty Pugh.
I hope you're sitting down for this. George Barna's Cultural Research Center found only 13% of born-again Christians have a biblical worldview. That means there's a huge lack of biblical life essentials in our country. AFA is committed to helping churches ignite a hunger for God. You can be part of that with your gift today, and we'll send you Dr. Alex McFarland's DVD, Do Christians Have Permission to Edit Scripture? Visit afa.net/biblical. afa.net/biblical.
This is Trivia Friday. The number to call with your question or your answer to a question is 888-589-8840. Now, back to more Trivia Friday.
All right. Hey, welcome back, everybody, to the last 24 and a half minutes of Learning University here on American Family Radio, where we're providing an education free of charge to all our students across the country. Tim, Tony, and JJ are here. We're here. We three are here today, and we're taking your phone calls. First-time callers only. We got a bank full of calls. I don't think anybody else will be able to get on, quite honestly, today, so I'm not going to give the phone number out again. If you want to send us an email, comments@afr.net, comments@afr.net. Again, you are listening to American Family Radio. And let's repeat our questions, fellas, and then back to the phones we shall go.
All right. So my first question is, which U.S. state was the first to officially recognize Christmas as a holiday? In medieval times, what common spice was so valuable it was sometimes used as currency, and it is not cinnamon? And then my last question, what animal can hold its breath longer than a dolphin? Up to 40 minutes.
Here's what I've got. It's multiple choice. If you have doraphobia, what do you fear? Is it A, young Hispanic explorers, B, doors, or C, fur? Do you fear Dora the Explorer, doors, or fur if you have doraphobia? Second question, I'm looking for what NFL quarterback holds the record for throwing the most interceptions. This is multiple choice as well.
He's not proud of it.
No, it's not something. It's not
like
the
it being
trophy.
brought up.
Not the trophy you won on your mantle. And this, all the data I have is up through 2018. Is it Terry Bradshaw, Dan Marino, or Brett Favre?
All right, my two questions are as follows. What word refers to a large, elegant mansion built in the American South from the years 1830 to 1860?
I'm surprised somebody didn't get that in 5 minutes.
Me too. Number 2, which tree has beautiful white bark that peels naturally? Which tree has beautiful white bark that peels naturally? All right, back to the phones, JJ.
Here's what we've got. We're going to West Virginia. Jason is on the line. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning. How are you?
We're doing well.
Great.
Happy Friday. What part of West Virginia?
I live in Slanesville,
which is
between Winchester, Virginia, and Cumberland, Maryland.
Okay. I bet that's beautiful.
How far are you from Wheeling?
Oh, that's a good 3 or 4 hours.
Oh, okay.
That's beautiful there.
The other Panhandle.
The Blue Ridge Parkway, beautiful through there.
You're listening to our radio station there in West Maryland and Winchester?
Yeah, it's 91.1. I think it's coming from close to Washington.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Hey, Jason, ask, answer, or do both, sir?
I'd like to do both.
All right. Which one you want to answer?
Can I answer the interceptions question?
Yes, sir. Here it is. I just gave it. Up through the year 2018, what NFL quarterback holds the record for throwing the most interceptions in their career? Terry Bradshaw, Dan Marino, or Brett Favre?
I'm fairly certain that is Brett Favre.
Brett Favre.
All right.
We're not clapping for all those pick sixes and all those interceptions that he threw, but you knew that.
He got paid. He got paid handsomely while he was throwing those interceptions. So.
He was kind of like Babe Ruth. He threw a lot of TDs.
Yeah, feast or famine.
But then he swung for the fences, so to speak.
He could thread the needle, and you go, how could you throw with all that traffic? But then I didn't realize until I got this question that he threw the most interceptions.
Well, he played
Babe Ruth.
Well, he played a lot. Babe Ruth hit a lot of home runs, like number one king of home runs forever. But then he also like king of strikeouts.
Right.
But Brett Favre, I think he would have played longer and than those other two fellows, and also he was known as the gunslinger. So sometimes he would throw it in the traffic. Go ahead, Jason. You wanted to say?
Well, I grew up in Dallas, Texas, so we cherished every single one of those interceptions.
Oh, you sure did. Yes, you did.
A lot of good games between Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. Yep. But anyway, Jason, what's your question for us?
Okay, this is a Bible trivia question. So after the book of Numbers, there are two people in the Bible that were stated to live more than 120 years. One of them is Job, and can you name the other one?
And this is after
Numbers.
So you're talking about after Methuselah, correct? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after Methuselah and after, Moses and Aaron,
right.
But I think Aaron lived 123.
So there are only two that lived 120 years. That's
that specifically stated how long they, their age when they died.
Right.
And one of them was
Job.
One of them was Job.
Interestingly enough, in the chronological Bible, you have like Genesis, Job, a couple of the Psalms, and that makes a lot of sense when you think about
so he doesn't really
storyline.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know. Yeah, I'm stumped on that.
I'm going to have to pass on this one. Mr. Tim?
Well, Nehemiah? Hello?
No, that's a good guess.
All right. What's the answer?
I did it.
What's the answer, Jason?
Yeah.
The answer is Jehoiada, the priest from 2 Chronicles chapter 24.
Of course.
It's 24:15. But he's not very well known, but he was the man. Like, he kept Israel on track when other people were not. Yeah. And so I think maybe that's why it says he lived, kind of a symbolic thing. He lived more than 120 years like they were supposed to or something.
Yeah, you see different people in the word like that, like the one that hid Josiah, I think it was, the 8-year-old, and it says the priest said, do this, do that, got the captain of the guard, here's what we're going to do to overthrow the Hillary Clinton of their day. Oh, wait, sorry.
That was him, and that was King Joash was the little king the little boy that he helped.
King Joash,
overthrew.
Okay. And I think you remember King Joash and all these others, like, wait, there was a godly priest that was the orchestrator of all that. He put his life on the line saying, come out here with your spears. We're going to change the guard. You get on this side of the building. You get on this side. We'll blow the trumpet, and I thought, and then he is the one that an 8-year-old boy is not going to be making a lot of wise decisions. And so he was the mentor and doing the coaching.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of people behind the scenes that aren't marquee names in the Bible that God used mightily.
Still, yeah.
Way to go, Jason.
Yeah, thanks, Jason.
Thanks for listening there in the Mountaineer State? What's the
Yes. Mountain State.
Mountain State. Have a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, Jason.
I think they are the West Virginia Mountaineers.
That's why I guess I was thinking the team. But yeah, beautiful part of the country.
All right, you're listening to today's issues. Actually, Trivia Friday. Today's issues Monday through Thursday. Trivia Friday, also known as
Learning University.
All right, Tony, let's just do that again.
Well, he actually did it like his dad does a whole lot. So like father, like son.
How does he do it?
He's about half second behind. And it's
the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
He'll also pull out the Pinocchio version of it every once in a while, where his voice is really high pitched.
I'm a real boy.
Like that, just like that.
That's right.
So
happens to me also.
All right, today is Trivia Friday, also known as
Learning University.
There you go.
Even with a heads
like
up.
Father, like son. Yep, right on the money.
This will be the last time I'll be on Trivia Friday.
Money.
Hey, we got Cindy from Arkansas. Hi, Cindy.
Good morning.
What part of Arkansas?
Hartford, Arkansas, just south of Fort Smith.
Okay, you're almost in Oklahoma.
Almost into about 6-7 miles.
Yeah, you missed a good chance to be an Okie.
Hey, I mentioned that.
Well,
Yeah, she's.
No, that's rivalry.
Yeah,
there.
rivalry. Yeah, so she missed a.
We did move here from Oklahoma, so.
Okay.
That's a. By the way, I mentioned this before, but there's a beautiful drive there from. What's it? Is it I-20 that runs I-40? I-40 or
40,
I-30?
yes.
I-30 that runs from Little Rock to Dallas, right? Is that I-40 or I-30?
30 is no 40. Well, I don't know.
Anyway,
Little Rock.
you turn off. You go about an hour past a rock wall, and then you turn north to go to Fort Smith, and you drive through those mountains. And it's East Oklahoma and West Arkansas. But
beautiful,
absolutely beautiful part of the country. If you ever get a chance to drive through there.
Yeah. And Cindy said she lives in Arkansas, but she moved from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, so sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I see what you did
there. That would be right.
He can do that. Not even give you a warning. Right there,
So
Cindy.
clever.
Hey, Cindy, ask, answer, or do both.
Both.
All right, which one you feel confident about? Arkansas's listening.
Which one do we
No
want to
pressure.
Yeah.
Actually, we knew that. I kind of know the answer to quite a few of them. I was trying to pick. Was like I need to make sure I know the answer to several in case they already answer it by the time they get to
Good
me.
plan.
That's right.
So I'm going to go with the Southern Mansions. Are called.
All right, here we go.
antebellum.
All right, here we go, Cindy. You can answer it. I'll ask it, and you can answer it. What word refers to a large, elegant mansion built in the American South from 1830 to 1860? And the answer is?
Antebellum.
Nice. Nicely done.
Okay, now,
And I didn't even have to look that up. I knew that.
You knew
Good.
that.
I'm surprised
Okay,
it
Cindy.
didn't get answered quickly.
Here we go, Cindy. Cindy Lou. No, it's
All
just
right.
Cindy, right?
It's just Cindy, but everybody calls. I'd be surprised how many Cindy Lou's I get.
Around Christmas time.
Yeah,
you know.
that's
right. So
Yeah.
Cindy, if you can, and you can use a lifeline here, but you can't look it up in the dictionary or in a magazine or on the internet. If you can outright spell antebellum without looking it up, you get it correct. I'm sending you a ball cap, AFR ball cap. Okay.
And I want one,
So
too.
I'll give you 10. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about it.
If you got it written down, you better watch
4.
her.
I got it written down.
Okay.
5, 4. Why you think she'll just lie to us?
No, I'm thinking I don't know how to spell it. If none of us know how,
I know how to spell it.
Giving her more time, actually.
I was actually good at this.
All right.
1-0. Okay, spell it for me, Cindy.
ANTEBELLUM.
Oh yeah!
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Look at this.
Antebellum.
Now, what word Does the 3 letters in the middle spell backwards and forwards?
That's it. Girl, you just won yourself, Cindy Lou Who, you just won yourself a nice
Great
AFR
job.
ball cap.
Okay, I'll tell you the other part of this is the word antebellum itself means before the war.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I wondered about that.
And
Nice
you can,
little backstory.
I looked up, of course, if you travel the South, you're going to see places that advertise tours of and so forth.
Yes.
But I looked it up, and the 2 towns most well known, I guess, for the antebellum
Can
homes.
I guess?
Yeah.
Aberdeen, Mississippi, Vicksburg, Mississippi.
Well, I guess this is up to Natchez, Mississippi.
Natchez.
And Savannah, Georgia.
Oh,
and of course,
yes.
also New Orleans area has a lot of them
Right.
too. So
Right.
Anyway,
Beautiful. Well, hey, way to go, Cindy.
Yeah,
Before
great
you
job.
get off the phone, please stick around so they can get your address to send you these caps. You earned that. What's your question?
Yay.
What's your question for us?
What caused the Macedonian conflict? Maccabee conflict. Sorry.
what caused the Maccabee conflict?
Yeah.
Back in.
And like
go ahead.
167-ish BC.
Yeah, the
Now, is that where I'm going to go all way out on a limb? That's not where that horrible monster was like putting pig blood on the altar.
That's awful.
yes.
Is that
yes?
Is that the war and that
I think
madman?
It was
They were fighting over
one of the rulers, I think, for Ptolemy, the Ptolemaic Empire.
I don't think.
Yeah, they were
got it.
desecrating. They were
desecrating the altar with
Yes.
pig's blood of all things, for
Yeah,
the
and the
Jewish
Jews,
people.
the Jews revolted.
Yeah.
I think they were fighting over.
Exactly.
Is that it?
That's it. Very good.
I think Tim was going to add a little
Well, there
postscript.
was also a major battle there over Nut Grove,
Right.
and it was part
What
of
was the
that-
name of the nut?
It was a part of that bigger war back in that era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The macadamia nut.
You read about it. Look
That's
it up.
it. Well, you even have it on the menu sometimes.
It was
Oh, nuts.
It was awful. Uh-huh.
Leader showed up with a monocle and a top hat and a cane, just leading.
I'm going to give you a
leading the men.
Hey, way to go, Cindy. Stay on the line. Happy Thanksgiving. And you're going to have a nice AFR cap to wear.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, you're listening to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. Tim, Tony, and JJ. And we, again, as always, we appreciate you listening. Hey, we have a whole bunch of these shows archived, these Trivia Friday shows, if you're traveling and just want to have a good time and learn some things. If you go to our afr.net website and click on the podcast,
Yep.
then the Trivia Friday banner is there, and we got shows like from 2 years or so. So we have a bunch
Yeah,
of
we
our,
keep them for a while.
yeah, our Trivia Friday shows there. All right, guys, let's repeat our questions for the last time, and then we'll wrap this show up. We got 10 minutes left here.
Yeah, so which U.S. state was the first to officially recognize Christmas as a holiday? And I'll just do the second one. In medieval times, what common spice was so valuable it was sometimes used as currency?
I'm down to one question. If you have Dora-phobia, spelled like it's spelled different from antebellum, it's Doraphobia. If you have Dora-phobia, what do you fear? A, young Hispanic explorers, B, doors, or C, fur? Are you afraid of Dora the Explorer, doors, or fur if you have Dora-phobia?
Yeah. I got one question left. Which tree has beautiful white bark that peels naturally? Which tree has beautiful white bark that peels naturally?
You got somebody playing a 12-string guitar, not 6, but 12-string. You're on your way to a nice little soothing melody right there. Say that again. Imagine that with a music bed under it.
Which tree has beautiful white bark?
That what does what?
That peels
naturally. That's what I'm
crooning.
That's what I'm talking
crooning
about right
over
there.
there.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Oh, Blue Eyes. He can be proud of this moment.
All right, so back to the phones. We got 8 minutes here. Who's up next, JJ?
Oh, yeah. Let's go to Ashton, who's also in Arkansas. Man, we've had some a lot of Arkansas listeners weigh in. Ashton, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
We're blessed.
How do you spell your name? Ashton? Ashton?
Sir.
Okay, that's a beautiful name.
Yeah, you want to ask, answer, or do both? Oh, wait, what part of Arkansas?
Yeah.
I live around an hour northwest of Memphis, Tennessee, and around 15 minutes from Jonesboro.
Oh, yeah.
Like Mark Tree or
right there where that
Pocahontas
fault
or where?
is.
Do what now?
Yeah, I live by between Mark Tree and Jonesboro.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know exactly where you are.
Yeah, I drive through there a couple of times a year. Beautiful area. Ask, answer, or do both?
I want to do both.
All right. Which one do you feel confident about?
I want to answer Tony's question about Christmas.
Go for it. Yeah, it's which U.S. state was the first to officially recognize Christmas as a holiday?
Alabama in 1836.
That's correct.
Alabama.
Yep.
Yes.
Followed by their second officially recognized holiday, Nick Saban Day.
That's right.
Actually, that was followed up.
That's right.
According to Auburn fans, Nick Satan.
Very good.
Yeah, way to go.
What's your question for us, Ashton?
What is the highest point in the state of Arkansas?
The highest point in the state of Arkansas. I'm going to say, now you get those mountains in the western part of the state, but the Ozarks and another mountain range, Wichita, I think. But I'm going to say it's over around Hot Springs, up in that area. But
you may be right. This I'm not going to answer the question. I'm a pilot. I took off once from Tupelo, Mississippi, and I was going to Kansas.
Yeah.
And I flew the backbone of the Ozark Mountains. And I mean, the whole thing, then it started to flatten out. Then I saw oil wells. I saw a cattle drive in Oklahoma underway. And I thought, man, isn't this something? You can be in an airplane and see such beautiful God's creation. But the Ozark Mountains, just getting to see all these mountain lakes and all these towns and everything, and that was a beautiful experience. But I don't know what the highest point. They do have some.
I don't know. What is it, Ashton?
High peaks there.
Yeah.
What's the answer?
It's Mount Magazine, and it reaches 2,753 feet when you get to the top. And once you get up there, it's the state of Arkansas, and they have it marked from where they surveyed it.
Oh, wow.
But what part? Okay. What town is it near? Do you know? What is it up near
Mount Magazine?
Like Harrison, Fort Smith? Go ahead.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
I know the sponsor was Reader's Digest, so that was important. Mount Magazine. If you got a sponsorship, it's easier for everybody to hike
Magazine.
up there.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's in the Ouachita Mountains.
Ouachita, okay.
I can't find the exact town.
All right, it's probably south of Fort Smith. And,
that's good.
That area.
Hey, thank you so much, and thank you for listening, and thank you for getting on, first-time caller, and we hope you have a wonderful, blessed Thanksgiving.
Thank you for being you, Ashton.
That's right.
Just, all right, never forget that. All right, Trivia Friday. I don't know why I said that. It just sounded like something.
No, you're practicing for your graduation speech next spring.
It's an encouragement, yeah.
Be yourself?
Yes, and when your back's against the wall especially. Yeah, and you're reaching for the stars.
You got to give 110%.
When your back's against the wall and you're reaching for the stars, that takes some dexterity.
Yeah.
Hey, when every day is a Friday.
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
You gotta
I like your spirit, Tony.
Yes.
You know?
Hey, let's go to one last caller. Right. Let's go to, I think this is Jana in Texas. Jana, did I say it right?
Jana, that's it.
Jana, hey, we're a little close on time, Jana. What part of Texas?
Yeah.
Central Texas.
Yeah, which means what?
Waco.
Where?
Temple.
Oh, yeah.
Waco Temple area.
Yeah. Ask, answer, or do both, Jana.
I'd like to do both, please.
Which one you want to answer?
Let's try the medieval spice.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's in medieval times. What common spice was so valuable it was sometimes used as currency?
Pepper.
That's right.
Nicely
Very
done.
good.
Right
Very
under the
good.
wire.
Just black pepper?
Just black pepper.
See, I thought it was salt because they did that with
think
salt.
that.
And they did that so much so that people would say, you're not worth your salt. That's where that expression comes from because they were paying them.
How did you know
salt.
that, Jana?
Well, my first inclination was salt as well, because I heard that they paid Roman soldiers sometimes with salt.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually thought, well, medieval times may have had a different popular spice, so I looked it up.
That's good.
Yeah,
we
scarcity.
welcome research.
Yeah, so what happened back was the Fed just started making so much salt back then that it just became worthless. And so they had to move to
I was
pepper.
going to say saffron.
Yeah.
Inflation.
Saffron.
The only people that started sneezing at payday whenever they settle up with them.
Which is a
they'd
great
all
candy
be
bar, by the way.
Sneezing. Yes.
Payday.
Hey, what's your question for us, Jana?
Okay, there was a famous male TV actor who was one of only 13 athletes in history of the American professional sports to have played in both the NBA and Major League Baseball. Who is it?
That is Chuck Connors. I'm
You are
answering
correct.
for the team.
Way to go, JJ.
Okay, wow.
You the man.
Great job.
You the man. I don't care what they say about you. I really don't.
You don't care what my
I
family,
defend you all
what
the
my
time,
family
brother.
says. Hey, you got any questions? Oh, Doraphobia, you're afraid of fur.
You're afraid of fur. Okay.
We're afraid of fur.
Were all yours been answered?
Yeah, y'all might have been answered.
Which tree has beautiful white bark that peels naturally?
Birch.
Birch
tree.
Birch tree, okay.
Yeah, the birch tree. And that's it, right?
I think that's it. I think
of them.
all this. We're down to the cranberries and turkey and dressing. And
That's right.
A whole lot of football.
All right. Yes.
Traveling.
So anyway, all right. My thanks to JJ and Tony. And
Hey,
also,
great job on your Trivia Friday debut.
Yeah, well, I
Seriously.
appreciate it.
All right. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you back here next time. Hello, everyone. I'm Tim Wildmon, president of American Family.